Shirring is a simple and effective technique that adds stretch to your non-stretch woven garments. It will also give your garments that tailored look the easy way. To start, you'll need shirring elastic, which typically comes in either black or white. Choose the color that best matches your fabric. Then take your bobbin and wind the elastic onto it. When winding, ensure you don't pull the elastic too tightly. Also consider winding a couple of bobbins to ensure you have enough elastic to finish your garment. If you have any edges that require finishing, using an elastic casing is an excellent choice. We've provided a video tutorial on this technique linked below. Also, if your pattern does not have notches marked on the waist seam, it can be helpful to mark them to help align your fabric once it's gathered. In our example, we've used a red tailor's tack, so this won't disappear when ironing. Mark guidelines on the right side of your fabric. Use an iron-off pen. Frictions are our favorite. In our example, we're marking 1.5 centimeter or 5/8 of an inch lines, which is a great spacing to achieve a good stretch in your finished garment. If the bottom of your shirring corresponds with a waist seam, make sure to leave about 5 millimeters or 1/4 of an inch on top of your seam allowance. In this case, for our bottom seam, we've left 2 centimeters or 0.8 inches. This extra space is necessary as you'll be sewing this section with a standard seam and you don't want elastic within the seam allowance. So now let's get on to sewing. Place the bobbin wound with shirring elastic into the machine and thread as usual. Then increase your stitch length to approximately 3.5. It's a good idea to test your setting on a scrap piece of fabric first before you start on the actual garment. Start by pulling long threads, placing your fabric at the machine with the right side facing up. Then proceed to sew along the marked lines. The most important thing is to keep the fabric flat under the presser foot while sewing. You don't want to accidentally sew gathers into the material as this will hinder the fabric's ability to stretch. Always leave long threads at the start and end of each line so you can neatly encase all the elastic into any side seams. Don't worry if you run out of shirt elastic in the mid-line. In this case, just start sewing from the opposite end where you left off, making sure to pull long threads again where the shirring line meets. After sewing, you can simply tie a double knot with the shirt elastic threads to secure them and do the same with the top threads. Once you've completed sewing all the shirring lines, hold your iron above the shirt area and apply a good amount of steam. This will cause the elastic to contract slightly, enhancing the shirt effect. After steaming, proceed to iron the side seams. For garments with elastic casings, pull the elastic within the casing so it matches the length of your shirt section. Then secure it with a holding seam to keep everything in place. And there you have it, easy shirring to create a beautiful fit for any garment. If you love sewing, we've got something to help you plan out your creations, our awesome and awesomely free PDF sewing planner. Jot down your measurements, hack plans, and supplies for every project and add your fabric swatches and garment sketches. Use one of our 4 croquis models or sketch on the blank planner pages. It also includes a collection planner for organizing swatches and styling ideas for mini wardrobe collections and a 12-month sewing calendar. Get all your measurements sorted with our journal and step-by-step video tutorial, which walks you through how to take each measurement. Download your planner for free at madelabel.co/planner so you can get creative and plan out the wardrobe of your dreams.